there, people. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I had a rough night last night because I couldn't get my vlog to render. Friggin' started, basically I edited the whole vlog on Magic's Movie Edit Pro. And I went to render it. For some reason, every once in a while, it just renders a garbage file. And I don't know why. Oh, just putting on a coffee because I really need one. I already had a shower. Hey, buddy from Wicked Caribous. Yup, totally wearing your shirt. Told you I didn't lose it. It was in my closet. It's always been in my closet. Just been wearing a lot of my vlogging life shirts and things. But yeah, I'm just making me a ridiculously large size cup of coffee. And this here is the big chooch. And it's barely even filling the bottom. I'm just going to do a double giant chooch and then add my stuff to it and eat that. And by eat that, I mean drink that. That'll be more than enough coffee to jumpstart this heart. Instead of coming down and getting a cup again, you know, I can just do a double chooch off the 1 cup. And it's what I normally do when I have coffee, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I woke up at 10 o'clock to my phone going off this morning. I didn't upload the vlog yesterday. It's just ridiculous what happened. But we gotta get this vlog going, so after my intro, I'll explain what happened. So welcome to my vlog. So basically I got home last night at around midnight, closed off the vlog, brought it upstairs. Now I already edited and had everything for the morning done up till 3:30, so that was all cut up and ready to go. So all I had to do was when I went to work and came home, which wasn't that big of a deal. Well, for some reason, when I hit render on the Magix, it fired out a garbage file. And by garbage file I mean it was 1.3 gigabyte video file with no duration because it had no footer, no header. It was dead. Unfortunately, I couldn't use that. So I was like, well, frig it, we're done with this. I imported all the files into Sony Vegas and re-edited that entire video, which is why you probably noticed near the end, I don't even bother editing anymore. I just say fuck it and let it roll, you know? I gave up because it's like, it was driving me nuts. I was like, I need sleep. I hit render. I laid down with Oreo here. We laid down on the bed. Did you get the lens wet? No? Okay. We laid down on the bed and we were watching Merlin on Netflix. And then I passed out. And then I woke up this morning at 11 o'clock to my cell phone going off, getting text messages from Jules telling me that for some reason she can't see the vlog. Wanted to know if everything was okay. Well, everything's super fine and awesome and everything. Dum-Dum over here just forgot to upload it. So I put it up at 11 o'clock. And now we're good to go. So, I don't know what the hell happened, people. This thing doesn't work all the time. But I'm going to drink my coffee and carry on with this day. And we'll see what we get into. Barigya. Alright people, it's 3 o'clock and I was just browsing on Facebook when I came across this kind of a crazy post. Surplus computing power on your Android, donate it to science. Back in the day there was a bunch of these programs where AMD had one for cancer where you install it on your computer and while your computer was idle it would sit there and use your processing power to crunch packets for the company that was doing the diagnostics and stuff. Mainly because these companies didn't have big enough computers and enough horsepower to do the work themselves. So your computer would download a packet, process it, and then upload it back to the server. And now they're doing it with Androids, phones and tablets and whatnot. So I think that's kind of cool. But then it brought something to my mind that kind of made me weary. You know, there's a lot of free operating systems out there, and you know, a lot of paid operating systems like Windows and Linux is free, and all the different distros of Linux, and you know, Chrome OS and all that. What's to stop an operating system designer build a program that can use your surplus CPU power to their benefit when they're trying to develop new technology? What's to stop them from confiscating a part of your computer? Like, I have a hard drive here and I have no idea what the heck these folders are. I can't delete these folders because they're in use unless I disconnect them from the computer, take them to a different computer, then I can delete. Now I checked inside of them and just 1 second here, I'm having a problem accessing them. And all that what's in there is an update. You go into the update and it says you do not have permission to access this folder. Well, I'm administrator, so I do have permission to access every folder, and they're all the same thing. Update, AMD 64, i386, you know, update, you know. What's to stop them from putting shit like that into an operating system where they can confiscate your unused power to use for their own benefit? Just saying, you know. Something to think about, because, you know, for the most part, a lot of us use Windows computers. There's a lot of people now switching over to Apple and using Macintoshes, either iMacs or MacBooks or Mac Minis, whatever the case may be. So for the most part, the regular user, you know, they go on the internet, surf, go on Facebook, status updates, put up pictures, play video games on Facebook like Candy Crushes and all that. But for the most part, a regular user would never realize that half their computer is being used to crunch data for the company that built their operating system. They'd have no freaking clue this was happening. So it'd be so easy to sneak in the operating core that, you know, for instance, Windows, Microsoft has permission to use 25% of your system's resources to their own benefit. And when the first time this ever came to my mind was when I had my old Dell Inspiron 1520, and it had Vista, and it had 4 gigs of RAM in the machine, and 32% of my resources were consumed by the operating system. Actually, I had 2 gigs when I got it. Sorry, 2 gigs of RAM, 32% was consumed by the operating system. Later that month, I went out and bought I bought two gig sticks to bring it up to 4 gigs, which being a 32-bit processor, I could only use 3 1/4. But anyway, I stuffed it in there, brought me up to 3 1/4, and still Windows was using 32% of my resources for its own use. So that's when at first I was like, okay, why does it need 32% regardless of how much RAM I have in there? That doesn't make very much sense. And that's when I started thinking about these crunching programs, like I can't even remember the one that AMD made. I know my buddy Adam was doing it. He had a whole bunch of computers set up and he was crunching the shit out of some data with them, but I never got on board with that. And then SETI for Home, for instance, there's one, SETI for Home, analyzing the star charts, looking for, you know, extraterrestrial information and things. So that was one of them that was out there. That was a data cruncher. Used your processor to process packets and then drilled it up to back to their server once it was all done. So that's another one that was pretty big out there at the time. And now they got this one for Android, which is a program you need to install on your phone and run it, or it runs in the background. I'm not sure, I didn't really read into it, but it's kind of crazy if you ask me, that it would take nothing for them to hardwire this into an operating system, and then you'd be frigged over with this friggin' thing on your computer and you wouldn't even know it's happening, and they're using your processing power to make the next version of Windows, or to do whatever the hell they want to do, process data for the government, you know. They could be even in the leagues with the government, and the government's using everybody's computer with high-speed internet. This could also be the reason why they want everybody on high speed by 2014. Just saying, you know. Everybody's on high speed, they can all use your computer power, the government can use your computer power to really process the shit out of some data. Like, I'm not trying to be paranoid here, I'm just trying to think outside the box, and after seeing this, it kind of sparked that back up. I figured I'd bring it to your attention to see what you guys think, so let me know in the comments below what you think. As for me, people, I think I need to start getting my ass in gear and getting the hell out of here and heading off to work. Currently 10 after 3, I gotta be at work for 4, son of a bitch. Alright people, well, I'm gonna let the dog out for, ooh no, I gotta go for a dump. Holy crap, I just got a wicked ass cramp. I gotta poop. Okay, I'm gonna go for a dump, then I'm gonna let the dog out for a dump, then we're gonna go to work. I don't know why, but every time I let Oreo out, he beelines it for that patch. I don't know what's so interesting over there. I didn't put anything there, but he just runs over there, and then he takes a piss, and then he'll go do his doggy stuff, you know? But, is he crapping like right there? Mental note, he crapped in my walkway. Anyway, I think he wants back in now. Come inside. But that's why his fur gets freaking covered in those raspberry bushes, is because he goes over there and rolls in them. And that's not good. And he gets all these little thorny sticks in his fur, because his fur's like Velcro, and they're a real pain in the arse to pull back out, because once they're in there, it's like you pull them back out, he sometimes yelps, because you gotta grab the fur underneath the stick and then pull the stick out. Otherwise you pull his fur out, and well, it's just like pulling our hair out. It hurts like hell, right? So he doesn't like that kind. But I'm gonna fill up his water dish, because she's looking pretty not full, and there's shit in it. Frig sakes, what the hell is that? Dirt. So I'm gonna fill up his water dish, and then we're gonna head off to work. So let's go. Alright people, car started and running. Let's get off to work, and we're gonna do a rolling vlog today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Yeah, she sure is a gorgeous day out today. Sun's out, a little bit of mashed potatoes in the sky. Some people call them clouds. Just go with it. And we gotta go sit in an office for 8 hours and make some money. Holy crap, a tractor. You don't see those driving through town very often. But I don't even know if you guys saw that. Anyway, people, tonight on my lunch, I'm gonna have to fire off over to Jules' house because I wanted to pick up her phone yesterday because, like I was saying, I was talking to my buddy over at the battery depot, and he said chances are it's the battery because the number on the battery that she gave me coincides with the defective batteries that Samsung sent out with the Nexus, because they sent out 3 different types of batteries. 2 didn't have a problem, just so happens she has the one that has a problem. And it's not really a memory problem, it's just the lithium ion goes flat, and that's not memory. What happens is you're plugging your phone, it starts to charge and it hits the flat spot and it won't accept the charge anymore. But it's weird the way he explained it to me. He said it's kind of like you have a highway. The highway's 400 feet long or whatever, but the first 25 feet is fine, and then all of a sudden the highway just stops, so your car can't travel anymore. And then after that, it's all good. And what happens is the energy will only fill up to like the first 5% of her battery, and then hits the flat spot, and then it goes dead. And he goes, now he can recondition that battery, which he probably will do, and then resell it. But he goes, you're better off to bring it in and we'll give you one of the good batteries. He goes, I got a bunch here, so we'll get that all fixed up for you. So I asked him, I said, well, how much? And he goes, don't worry about it. He goes, we'll get this all fixed up for you. So right on. So I'm gonna go pick up her phone at lunch, and then tomorrow we're gonna take a trip over to the battery shop and get that thing all fixed up, because right now her phone that she's using, her loaner phone, is so dicked. Like, she texted me this morning to ask me where the vlog was, because she wanted to watch it and it was missing, and the kids are upset because they usually like to watch the vlog before they go off to daycare, and the vlog wasn't up because somebody, me, fell asleep last night and forgot to hit the upload button. Son of a bitch. But not a big deal, not a big deal. So it's up now there, so they can watch it when they get home from daycare and enjoy. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do tomorrow, is get that battery repaired for her, so she can get back on her old phone, her Samsung Galaxy Nexus, because this LG phone she's using now is just a pile of shit. It's no good. It's really no good. Like, she can't send, well, she can send picture messages, but half the time I send her a picture message, like whatever it may be, you know, what I'm cooking on the barbecue, which is what happened on Sunday? I think Sunday's when I barbecued. Yeah, when I barbecued on Sunday there, I sent her the picture of the meat grilling, and she's like, I can't even look at this, it's not even opening up. And I'm like, oh, for freak's sakes, it looks awesome and things. Guess I'll have to wait for the vlog. And I wanted to send her a picture of the upgraded battery module for her phone, because you can buy this massive, ridiculous Muggin battery for it. It's like the stock battery is 1600 milliamps. The Muggin has a 4400 milliamp battery, complete with back plate and everything, and it gives it like 3 days of life. And what the frig, man? Almost got friggin' clocked by a Honda. A Honda! Run the green. We can do it. Oh shit, I'm not yielding for you, bud. Too many goofs, not enough cyanide in the world to deal with these problems. But yeah, so there you go. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow, is getting that done. So I'm going to head over there tonight at 8 o'clock and scoop up her phone, and yeah, it's going to be awesome. And a lot of you are saying you got to have her in the vlog more often, have her in the vlog more often. Well, there's a problem. I commented back to a bunch of people who said that already. The problem is I can't have her in the vlog all the time because we both work such different hours. She works during the day, I work at night. And the chances of me getting off of the night shift are slim to nil, because the only way I could do it is if I flip-flopped again, and I friggin' hated that. I'd rather be on statics. Like, if I was on static days, no problem. I could do static days, but that'll never happen. Too low in the seniority totem pole to get that. So right now, the only time we have to hang out with each other is if I visit her on my lunch, or if she swings by and visits me on my lunch during the week, or if she has a Monday off like she had yesterday, or if something else happens on the weekend and we can get together. If she's not too busy with family stuff, then we can get together and hang out. Other than that, there's nothing we can do. Like, it's just the way she goes. And as far as her being my girlfriend, people, trust me, that is not the case. We're just two grown adults who enjoy each other's company. We're old friends from back when we were 16. We used to hang out all the time back then. Then shit happened and we guys kind of, you know, split apart and stuff, and we didn't hang out much then. And then all of a sudden, now we're back hanging out together again. I do not want a girlfriend right now. I can't do it. Like, I got too much friggin' pent up anger from all the shit I went through when I was with my ex. So, and I'm sure my ex would say, well, you gave me, it's not all one way and stuff. And yeah, you're probably right. You know, she didn't like me on the YouTube. She didn't like me doing other things, and whatever. That's why I broke up with her. We both had different goals, and said, frig it, you know, we both go our own ways, and happiness will find us. So, how's Felix doing? How's she doing? I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on there. That's, you know, she's gone, Felix is gone, life goes on. It's the way she goes, people. I'm happier now. She's probably happier now. Honestly, I could care less how she feels. You know, she's not happy. Guess what? She has her own life. Make it happy. We're all in control of our own destinies, right? Shit's not written out on a friggin' plate somewhere. And holy crap, why is the traffic jam here? Well, this is dicked. What the fuck's going on? Is it red down there? Oh, it is red light. No, it's a green light. Just people aren't moving. Oh, frig them. I got things. So, yeah, that's why I don't want a girlfriend right now, because I'm too afraid that if I were to just, you know, jump right back into a relationship, and she's in the same boat. She just got out of a super long relationship with a guy that didn't end that well, and, you know, she got hurt like I got hurt, and it takes time to heal. But in the meantime, there's no reason why two friends can't hang out, and, you know, we can talk to each other about things, and try and help each other heal at the same time, you know, so... I think it works out fine. A lot of people are like, dude, she's totally your girlfriend things. And it's like, no, she's just a friend who's a girl. I guess if you combine those words together, it's girlfriend, but, you know, not really. Kind of, sort of, but not really. Not like we're dating or anything. Christ, we just went for puts in Sturgeon Falls. But, yeah. Holy frig, bud. You gonna make the turn? You need a push? Goof. God, people don't know how to drive in this town. Like, we gotta make a corner. Better stop completely and let the car idle across it. Frig sakes. Ah, well. So that's the plan tonight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna run over to Battery and get that done, and hopefully get her back on the Nexus by in no time there, and get her back up and running on a better phone than that LG, that old LG that doesn't want to friggin' work. Screen's all cracked on it and shit, and, you know, at least she has something, but it drops calls, it acts up, it's just a pile of shit. And I still have my old LG, but it's bound to tell us, so it's no good. Not for what she needs. She's with a different person. Hey, look, my parking spot's open. Alrighty, people. Well, frig it. We're at work. Stuff her in here. And close up some windows, and I'm gonna head inside and get this shift over with, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace the frig out. Holy, for frig's sakes, hopefully the wind's not as crazy as it was when I got here. You want to know what else is crazy, people? The price of gas shot up friggin' 10 points between yesterday and today. Check this out. Yup, $1.37 per liter. Those sons of bitches. That shouldn't be allowed. I do believe that some of my UK viewers mentioned that over in the UK they're not allowed to change the gas as much as they do around here. Like, literally, they can change it every friggin' day. They can change it twice a day if they wanted to. Hell, they could change it 15 million times in a day if they had the time to do that. I'm just saying. And that's the problem with gasoline around here. Speaking of gas, whoops, at like any given time, they can crank the price and drop the price whenever the hell they feel like. You know, today, the Shell over on Fisher went up to $1.37. 2 o'clock, one of the girls came out, she's like, oh, I'm gonna go fill up before it jumps up here. She literally pulls into the parking lot, goes to the pump, goes to pull the nozzle out, and boop, 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 $1.37, you know? Jumped up 10 points before she had a chance to fill her car. That is freaking dicked. And honestly, what I don't get is they haven't filled those tanks yet. Wouldn't it make more sense to base your gas price off of a percentage increase over what you bought it at first? Say you buy, let's say those drums hold, I don't know, we'll say 10,000 liters each. They got two of this. They got 20,000 liters of gas. They buy the gas at $1.30. Then they can change the price to $1.32 a liter. You know, make 2 cents per liter. Off of 10,000 or 20,000 liters, that's $4,000 in profit. Not too bad. Not too bad. My numbers are off. That's like $400 in profit, isn't it? Son of a bitch. maybe 4,000 bucks in profit. Still, not too bad, not too bad. But no, they play this price hip-hop game. You know, they might pick it up for $1.30, sell it now for $1.37. Later on next week, it's back down to $1.27. We think, oh yeah, gas price has gone down. No, they didn't. They're back to where they were. It's pretty dicked. And it's because of gas prices like this why I want to get a motorbike. Because they're cheap to run. You know, you put 15 bucks in it, you're good for 2 weeks bombing around town. Frig yeah, that's awesome. It's also the reason why I'm thinking about trading in the G6 and getting like a Ford Fiesta or like a Dodge Dart, or that's about the only two cars I like. Chevy hasn't put in anything that I liked yet, so frig them. But the Ford Fiesta or the Dodge Dart, because they're friggin' fuel misers. Like, I was chatting with my coworker here, and she drives that green Ford Fiesta way back there, and literally they fill that thing once a month, and it costs like 40 bucks to fill the tank, and they get like 800 clicks out of it. So that's pretty awesome. It cost me 60 bucks to fill the G6, and I only get like maybe 400 clicks out of it. Not so awesome. I think this is also the reason why companies like Dodge, Chev, and Ford right now are doing some major friggin' discounts on trucks, because they're just not moving. One thing I do know is if I ever bought a little econo box like a Ford Fiesta or something, it would have to be a manual transmission, because automatics just don't have the balls I need. Manual transmissions, so much nicer. When you need to get out of Dodge, downshift and punch it, you know, I love that kind. That, it just feels like you're contributing more in a manual transmission car than you are with an automatic. Sometimes. Or I could always look at a diesel car. VW would ever bring them back. I think they brought them back. I could look at a diesel car. The price of diesel seems to be staying pretty still. Hasn't really fluctuated much, maybe plus or minus a penny. But I heard when they break down, they really break down, and they're a bitch to fix. What really pisses me off is with the hike in the gas prices, you know for a fact that that's just going to increase the more people on the road with those damn eco-peds getting in my freaking way and things and thinking they're motorbikes. Damn those eco-peds. Just as I say that, an eco-ped comes screaming down the street behind me. Totally missed him. He's like way the frig down there now. But just as I said that, an eco-ped comes flying by. Son of a bitch. Maybe that's what I should do. Just get an eco-ped. Join the eco-ped race. Start hugging trees and like recycling papers and plastic. Well, I already do that. But maybe I should do it like more and stuff, and like get a compost heap. Because isn't that what hippies driving eco-peds do? I'm obviously getting worked up over nothing. Gas prices are always going to go up, and as long as I'm driving freaking thirsty cars like the Trans Am and the G6, I'll be paying out my ass. So I guess it's the way she goes, eh? Son of a bitch. Anyway, people, my lunch is done. That sun is bright. Son of a bitch, that's better. And I'm gonna head her inside and carry on with this night. So let me know what you think about this hike in gas prices. I think it's friggin' ridiculous, but let me know in the comments below. Peace the frig out, people. Alrighty guys, it's friggin' 10 o'clock break time, and I'm coming outside for a cigarette, and I didn't go to Jules' house when I went on my lunch break because Adrian showed up. We ended up just hanging out and chatting and stuff. So I'm gonna go at midnight and pick up her phone and hang out for a bit. Hopefully she's still awake, probably won't be. So I might just break into her house and friggin' wake her up the old-fashioned rude way. You know, bounce her on the bed like a basketball. Boing, 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 boing. You guys probably thought something dirty. Wouldn't doubt it. So Adrian ended up doing some body work on his new truck. I don't know if you guys seen that yet. I haven't seen a video go up of it, but he bought himself a new truck. Well, new to him truck. It's a used off lease, I'm thinking, or something like that truck. I don't know the whole backstory behind it, but it's I think a 2010 or 2011, and it had a little bit of rot on the rocker panel. Anyway, he bought this shit from Crappy Tire that you brush it onto rusted metal, and it gets rid of all the rust. Beats the shit out of sanding it, that's for sure. Brush it on the metal, wipe it off, no more rust, prime paint, done, you know? And I was thinking, frig, I need some of that stuff. I should buy some of that for my friggin' G6 because there's a lot of spots starting to show up there that I want to clean up, and I want to do that. So I'm probably going to go down to H.E. Brown's or one of the paint shops in town, give them the car code, and they'll just friggin' whip me up a rattle can full of paint, and then I'll buy that crap from Crappy Tire. He said it was like $6 or some shit, and I'll slap that onto her, and then get rid of all the rust and paint it up, and I might survive another winter. You never know. I remember when I owned the old Ford Focus, I used to have to do body work on that piece of shit like every year, and it was always in the same spots: front fenders, rear door dog ears, and the rockers. Every friggin' year the paint would come off, it would rust, so I'd have to like sand her down. If it didn't go through, I didn't worry about it. Prime it all up, wait for it to dry, paint it all up, wait for it to dry, and then we're good to go. But every year those areas were always hit hard, especially the door's dog ears, because frig, you're driving down the road and all the wind and salt's just blasting the friggin' dog ears, just wrecking them. So that really sucks. The G6, however, seems to be holding up pretty well. Well, body-wise. Mechanically, that's a different story, but you know, body-wise, it's doing pretty good. Frig sakes, does the weather ever take a turn for the different tonight? It was like 23 degrees out today. Right now, it's like 8 degrees Celsius out. I kind of like this. This is nice. No shad flies, no bugs actually, because it's too damn cold for them. So they're all hiding in their little nests or got eaten by birds or whatever the frig happened to them. But that's fine. I'm cool with that. So as you guys may have noticed, Jules has been not announcing, but replying on comments. Yup, she watches the videos. Actually, her and her kids watch the videos, which is why I got to tone down my language and quit saying the F-bomb. You know what I'm saying? And well, they know not to use the kind of language. That's adult language, not to use it. But I never talk like that around them. It's just, you know, now that I know that for sure they're watching my videos, I kind of shouldn't talk like that on these videos, eh? No. But yeah, she has an ongoing bet with her sister because they both should stay single for a year, basically to recover from damages of past relationships, same as me. That's why I'm doing it for a year, staying single. Like I said in the car, you know? So, yeah, we're both on the same boat. And what's funny is, she broke up with her last boyfriend in the same time I broke up with my girlfriend. So we both have exactly the same time to wait before we can, you know, get back on that horse again, so to say. So in the meantime, like I said in the car, we'll just be friends, hang out, have a good time, you know. She makes me smile, she makes me laugh. I make her laugh and smile. Works out. We're good friends, you know. We got a lot of history behind us. Like I said, I've been hanging out with her since I was 16. Well, since she was 16, I was 18, something like that. I can't remember. Frig it. But anyway, for a while we've been hanging out, so right on. What I like about her is she's pretty damn easygoing and she freaking grabs the camera and we'll vlog, you know? That's pretty freaking awesome. She'll just pick up the camera and go, so if I leave the camera unattended, chances are I might have some extra footage on here. Just saying. Well, only if she's around, obviously. Just saying. But anyway, back on the topic of body work, because I'm going to need to do some on the G6, big times. I got a lot of experience in it, so I've done a lot of body work on my old Fords, because you kind of have to, you know. Was it found on rust day, or friggin' old rusted Dodge, or what do they call them? Like, there's so many different names for Ford, but a lot of them have rust in them. Friggin' old rusted Dart, and like they got so many different names with them. And it's true, they do rust out a lot. Like maybe not these new cars, these new Fords, but the old ones are bad for rotting out because they just had so many places where water could build up and it could just rot the shit out of your shit. But I have some experience because I've owned 2 Fords in my life, so I know how to do some stuff. And you know, there's always Pisser's channel that I can refer to if I need any extra help. He's pretty much done everything. And with me, it's just surface rust I got to take care of. I don't have any holes yet, thank God. And then clean those up, and then I'll be good to go. I should be cleaning up the rust on that friggin' thing, but I'm nervous with my Pontiac, with my Trans Am. But that shit that Adrian bought, if that works really awesome, I might do some touch-ups on that and just clean up the friggin' rust holes for winter hits. You know what I'm saying? So I'll definitely check that shit out at Crappy Tire. Also, I was thinking for the weed whacker, if I ever find that other spool and slap it on. If not, Crappy Tire sells replacement spools preloaded, ready to rock, which is kind of nice, and they're only about like $7-8. So if I had to buy a new spool preloaded, sweet balls, you know? Because that dollar store trimmer line, shit. It breaks so easily. It goes pretty far, I shouldn't say that. It went pretty good, and then it just snapped off on some pretty strong shit. I probably need like the .80 or the big .100 for that thing, but it is only a 22cc engine on the friggin' guy, so that's probably why it doesn't have enough torque to really rip snot through that stuff, but whatevs, you know. So, I guess in the upcoming weekend, maybe not this weekend, I don't know what's going on this weekend. I'm just gonna go with the flow. You know, I might go over to her house and hang out again. Who knows? I don't know what's happening. We're just gonna go with it. We're gonna just get her done, you know? Get her done. But I might do some body work on the G6. I gotta talk to my mechanic and see if I can get the G6 over to his house. Maybe if I can get it over there on Saturday, you can work on it next week, and then I can pick it up by next Friday and I'll have a fully functional G6 again. That'd be friggin' sweet. And then I can then save up and then go down to Blokes and we can friggin' party like a rock star and have a good time and make some friggin' hilarious videos. Because you know, me and Bloke together, shit happens. Big times. But anyway, people, I'm going to head her back inside and carry on with this night, and I'll talk to you guys when I get out of here, and who knows, maybe I'll be going over to Jules' house after work. Maybe she'll want to be in a video, and then she can explain her stuff on why she doesn't want to be in a relationship. I'd rather her say it, because she knows it better than I do. But anyway, people, until then, peace the frig out. Come on, guys, check it out. Bruce is vlogging. Check it out. He's doing that vlogging thing. He's doing that vlogging thing.
There's what it looks like on the window.
Oh, is it recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna let you go and vlog. I gotta go.
Cheers.
Bye. So Bruce is totally doing a roll and vlog home, and we're going over to Jules' house to get her phone. She stayed up till midnight. Ooh. She's gonna be a tired panda tomorrow. So let's get the frig out of here and things.
Okay.
Hey, look! I found an Eskimo. I found an Eskimo. I told you guys it was freaking cold out. It's so bright out right now with this bulb. This amazing bulb that I'm covering with my finger. I'm invisible. Look, I'm like E.T. That way, Elliot, that way. No!
Oh my god.
So Julie's totally on Adam's time right now.
Yeah, I look like you on like my time. Like right now. The way you look so groggy and like, oh my god, really?
She can't do this.
This
Jules can't handle
late.
Adam time.
Giving me the right provisions, maybe I can handle Adam time.
What do you need?
Caffeine. Duh. I'm in bedtime mode.
I know. That's why you're all wrapped up in your Snuggie.
It's a house coat.
Oh. Whatever. You know. But anyway.
Hey, you got to prepare for Julie time.
What do you mean?
You went to bed early the night before.
Not like I could sleep. My dog kept me up.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oreo was a little pain in the arse.
He's like, what the hell are you doing, Dad?
Yeah, he's like, dude, it's not even midnight. You're going to bed? Forget that. It's playtime. And he's like picking up his toys and throwing them on the bed and then throwing them off the bed and throwing them on the bed. I'm like, dude, enough. And he's like, I'm sorry. And he starts doing it like 5 minutes later because he's like a little furry child.
Yeah, he is very childish.
Just like me. No?
Well, yeah, you're kind of childish. I do go mom mode on you quite a bit. And for all those people out there, if you make any fun, mom mode's gonna come on you.
It will, trust me. You won't enjoy it.
I will be commenting on other comments down and below. So, yeah, definitely. So if I go mom mode on you, half the time I'm just joking around. So, take her easy. Live life, have fun.
I'm just making faces while you comment.
Yeah, there's my comments for the day.
This thing's getting heavy to hold. That's what she said.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Just filming.
Just filming?
Yeah. Anything else you want to say?
My knowledge is gone out the window.
She's sleepy times. I should probably get going too, so bye! Alrighty people, I'm home now. Just let the dog out. And poor Jules, she stayed up till midnight just because she wanted to hang out for a bit, have a cigarette, and I wanted to get her phone off of her because the phone, like I said, the phone she's using is a piece of shit. So I got her phone here, the old Samsung Google phone here, if it'll ever white balance. Samsung Google phone, Samsung Galaxy Nexus, whatever you want to call it. Just gonna make sure that puppy didn't drop a turd out here. No, looks like there's no turds. Look at him. Look at him go with that poor fox. Just kicking the shit out of it, eh, bud? I thought that was your baby. Eh? You really hate that guy, eh? Thank God they're not 20 bucks anymore. Yeah, Mom went to the dollar store, found those friggin' foxes at the buck store for like $1. That's friggin' awesome. Because that one there, that fox there, I bought that last year when I was at Bloke's for that week-long extravaganza. And, well, it's got no face, it's got a hole in the tail, its legs are pretty mangled, and squeakers are both chewed out of it, and I think the dog ate one because I only found one squeaker. So, yeah, like he really beat the shit out of that freaking fox. So luckily, they're not that expensive and they're easy to replace. The more you know. So, any hoozle people, I'm home now. I'm gonna go play with this phone and see if I can put a charge on it at all, or did I put it back in my pocket? Yes, I did. Okay, good. See if I can put a charge on it and whatnot. And tomorrow, if not, I'm gonna call my buddy up tomorrow, head over to his shop and get the battery tested. And if the battery's proven to be shite, then we're gonna get the battery replaced, and then she'll have a good phone to use again. Because, like I said, that LG. Literally, I'm sitting here, and all of a sudden at 1:30, or at 3:30, I get a text. I got 5 texts back to back, and they're all freaking time dated from 11:30 to 1:30. I'm like, holy shit, what's going on? Yeah, Her phone was like delay texting. That's a new feature brought to you by LG, delay texting. So let's go ahead. Holy crap, she have a cold up here. Oh, I'm gonna sleep like a freaking onion tonight. You know, if onions sleep. And I guess I don't need to have this fan running. I really don't need to have this fan running. One of these buttons turns it off. There it is. But anyway, people, I'm gonna go ahead and shut the vlog down here. Call her quits for tonight. We're gonna carry on tomorrow. So hopefully you enjoyed the vlog. If you did, like button, give it a clickety clack. Questions, comments, concerns, you know where to stop them. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.